Hey everyone, Tyler with Solid Turbos here. Guess it's come to this. This is my first YouTube video where I'm standing in front of the camera and talking. So bear with me. There's a steep learning curve. I wanted to make some videos and talk about Solid Turbos, how we got our start, and just a little bit about us. So let's jump back to 2018. 2018, Arctic Cat came out with the Ascender chassis. So my dad and I had run Proclimb chassis prior to that and the old M's before that. So we ran turbos on our Proclimbs, and we decided we wanted to throw some turbos on our Ascender chassis. So in 2018, we ordered up a couple of our now competitors' kits and got them unboxed, and to be honest, we were pretty unhappy with the fit and finish. So we ended up not installing them, threw them back in the box, and we actually sold them. We decided that we wanted to build our own turbo kits just for personal use. We had no intentions of taking anything to market, but we wanted to build the biggest, baddest turbo kits that we could, spare no expense, and just have fun doing it and just have it for ourselves. So that's what we started out doing. The first kit that we built wasn't much different, in all honesty, from what is already out there and what's available. So we got everything together, did some tuning on it, and it ran pretty decent, but still weren't quite happy with it. It just wasn't quite what we wanted. When we built that first kit, we had built it on what I'll call industry standards. Everybody does a certain thing a certain way because that's how it's always been done, and that's what everybody does. So we decided we were gonna take our own route and build a turbo kit based on our own experiences, based on our own knowledge. So we threw everything out the window about what we thought we knew about turbos and started from scratch. We linked up with our fabricator, who has lots and lots of experience building and designing turbo kits for various different applications. And he really helped us come up with the kit that we have now. What we were looking for, once we started doing some more research, was we wanted to have the maximum efficiency out of the turbo kit that we could get. And there's several key components to that, but basically what it comes down to when we talk about efficiency with a turbo kit is what we call throughput efficiency. Air into the engine, air out of the engine. The greater volume of air you can get into the engine with the least amount of pressure, the more efficient it's going to be. The more pressure that you have, the more heat it builds, the less efficient the system is. So when we designed our kit, we designed the charge side and the exhaust side with that in mind, throughput efficiency. How much air can we move through the system with the least amount of pressure? We tried to make everything as free-flowing and smooth as possible with the least amount of bends. There's some other stuff that goes into that with the charge box as well, why our charge box is the way that it is on each of our kits and the size of it. There's a lot of engineering behind it. It's not just because that's what fit and that's what we went with. So there's definitely a lot of engineering and a lot of thought that has gone into our kits to make them what they are. We pride ourselves on having a premium kit. From the kit itself to the customer service, we want everybody to have the best experience on a turbo sled that they can. Actually, my dad, he came up with a good idea for being able to have all of our customers kind of grouped together. We have found that no two sleds are exactly identical. So if you're chasing that perfection, there's always something there to tweak. And so with our support group, there's a lot of guys in there that have a lot of experience with clutching and tuning and all sorts of different stuff. So it's been a real big help for us not having to answer phones all day and answer questions 24/7. Those who have turbo kits can chime in on our group and ask questions, and typically you get a response within minutes, and you can chat back and forth virtually 24/7. I'm sure there's some of the guys in the group that never sleep because we get people asking questions at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, and somebody's always answering questions. So customer service is huge for us. So we really take pride in that and wanting the customer to have the best overall experience as possible. So I'll talk a little bit about some of the companies that we're working with now. As you can see, I'm wearing a Performance Northwest hat. Performance Northwest is in Salmon Arm, British Columbia. Kerry Cooper, he is our Canadian distributor. So if you're north of the border, hit him up for a kit and he can get you squared away. We're also using Bikeman for our clutching, and we're using TorqueLink for our flashing device. I'm doing all of the tuning, all of the field tuning. So I go out and I tune the sleds using the TorqueLink device to flash the ECU. I'm also doing the clutching tuning, utilizing the Bikeman clutching. So I'll briefly talk about the company that we used to work with for our tuning and clutching. As I'm sure everybody's aware, that was Ibex. We decided that it was just time to do our own thing on the clutching and tuning. We wanted to be in control of our product 100%. As far as the hardware and the tuning and clutching goes. So I'm looking forward to getting some more content out there on our channel. Some of the videos that I'm going to try to post will be install videos, as well as content from our customers, from some of our sponsored riders, and occasionally, hopefully, some videos of me and my dad trying not to wreck stuff too bad. If there's anything you guys would like to know more about, if you have any questions, feel free to comment on this video, let us know, or you can reach out on our website, on any of our social media platforms. Hit us up. We love talking with you guys and talking about turbos and horsepower and snowmobiles in general. This morning I picked up a 9R Polaris from a customer. I've got it in the shop. I'm going to be installing a turbo kit on that this evening. So stay tuned on our channel. Should have some cool content for you there. Super pumped about the 9R kit. If you've been following us on social media at all, I went up to Canada at the beginning of December and we put a turbo kit on a 9R up there, and I got it tuned up there and did some riding with some guys, and we're pretty excited for the 9R and the 850 Polaris. They have been working really well. So again, if you have any comments, questions, feel free to hit us up, and we'll see you on the next one.